What's going on, everybody? My name is Range Blaze, and welcome to this Escape from Tarkov weapons tutorial video. Now, if you're somebody who's been around my channel for quite some time, you'll know I mainly post CS content. EFT is another game that I play a lot, so don't be discouraged because I will be posting some more of this game as well, but I will also be posting CS whenever more stuff comes out that needs addressing, basically. So as of right now, CS is kind of dried up for me, but EFT in the new wipe has kept me pretty busy. So let's go ahead and pop right into this and show you guys what you probably came here for. So this weapon right here, the Sig MCX 300 Blackout, is one of the most underutilized guns in the game of Escape from Tarkov. And I rarely ever see anyone running this, and it is a budget beast. Even stock. Let me show you guys this gun in just its stock form. 30 rounds at my hideout. So here we go. Here's the stock 30 rounds. As you can see, it is fairly good, especially up close here. Putting a majority of the targets on target, obviously. A majority of the shots on target, sorry. But it does kind of have this pull down to it. This is, again, me shooting it without giving any resistance to it. And it kind of more or less shoots low in that situation there, up close. And then once you get to the further distances, it's going to gain more height. And all the way out to... You're still hitting the target, but not as accurately. Now, I'm going to show you how to take this gun from that to something a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and go into our edit preset. This is where, if you guys don't have this, you need workbench level 1. I'm going to assume most of you guys do have that at this point in the wipe. The first thing I like to do is I like to take this stock off, and I like to throw on the MCX CQB stock. Now, the reason I like this stock is because it's fairly cheap and it gives you 15 ergo minus 21 recoil as compared to the regular stock that you get when you first get it with 5 and minus 22. So, again, side by side, extra ergo, only 1 less recoil. Now that we've done that, and I know you're thinking, well, you want more, like, better recoil stats. I get that. Now, if you guys are based on a budget, this sight is not terrible for how much it costs, but I always do recommend, if you can afford it, go with this EOTech, and if that's a little bit too much out of your price range, you can go for this guy right here, or you can go for this guy right here. So, just to keep it kind of in the middle budget, we'll put it right here with the 5.53 sight. A lot of people don't like this because it is a bit of a larger sight picture. That's all right. Just what we're doing for this build. You guys want to go suppressed, you can. If not, you can do like this 3-prong guy right here and then add on top of that the suppressor and get even better. This really doesn't do a whole lot for me. You can just throw a suppressor right there, or you can just add this guy here. I'll show you guys what this looks like. So if you do the T-lock, and this is how it comes stock with the EB on there, you can take that off, add this, and then add the suppressor on top of that, and that will end up looking like this with 74 vert, 204, and then a ergo of 46.5. But if we just go ahead and move the T-lock in its entirety, you gain 6 and then 18, but you also gain 2 ergo. So it really depends on what you guys want to do. I do like to add the 3-prong flash hider onto there, so that is how we're going to be rocking it. Next thing I like to do is throw the MOE AR-15 grip on there. If you want to go a little pricier, you could of course go for something like the ergo, but I think that the best bang for your buck is that is this MOE AR-15 grip. Now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, the last thing that I like to do, and I do like to spend a little bit of money here, is I like to throw on an RK1. Now the reason I like to go with the RK1 is because of the fact that we go here, we go back to the RK1, you get minus 4 vert, minus 11 horizontal, and then you also add another 2 ergo to your build. Now that we've got all of that on there, you can save this as whatever you want. You can throw a tack light on if you want to, but this is pretty much the build in its entirety. You just do something like that. Go ahead and save that. Now the base gun does cost about 50 to 60,000 on market. So remember, when I go ahead and click assemble here, we're gonna see, okay, so we can't get that and we cannot get that because it's locked. So we'll go back and we'll just adjust. So if we do this guy, oh, not that guy, this guy here, then we do this guy. We cannot get the 3-prong yet, so that's not a problem. Go with something like the micro 762 in here, or you can even keep the stock guy in there and add the suppressor on top. So we'll save that boy again, go ahead, buy parts, and we're looking at about 177k for all of that. We'll go ahead and purchase that. Again, that's about one scav run. I know some of you guys are thinking like, that's a lot of money for a gun, but when you think about it, this thing shreds. So get in here, I'll show you what I mean. So that's the Sig MPX 300 Blackout. Again, it's going to cost you about 220k for the entire build. If you really want to go full budget on this thing, which I will show you right now, go ahead and pick up another one. 42k. So we're at 42k right now. Hit it preset. So that's going to be the best in class kind of one. We'll just throw something like an RK6 on here. I know that that's pretty cheap. There we go. We got RK6. We'll leave that on there. We'll throw just MRS on here. And then you guys could honestly probably keep this stock on there. And I would throw on the MOE just for that a little bit of extra added ergo. You could add the suppressor if you want. We'll call this really budget. All right. So go ahead and assemble this guy. That's going to be another 30k on top. Then we assemble it. And we will load its magazine up as well. The ammo that I like to run is the BCP FMJ. And the BCP FMJ you can buy off flea market. And it's about 800 a shot. So it is a little bit on the pricier side when it comes to the ammo. But we'll go ahead and do kind of like a little spray test on both of these. So again, this is the kind of my build on it. And then this is just a little bit of a cheaper one. Still super controllable. One of the most controllable guns in the entire game of Escape from Tarkov. And it's something that I really wish people would use more. Because even though out to longer ranges, when you're reaching a little bit further, it is a little harder to hit those shots. You can still do the old burst fire technique. Those shots were all absolutely horrible. I don't even want to go look at that target. But again, you got to think with this gun, you take it to reserve, you go down, kill some raiders with it, and it's very, very good on full auto. And then with this one, this is more, you can kind of reach out to that long distance with it and get your shots on target at a further distance. Do a little bit of some longer engagements with this one. So we'll go ahead and check these targets back here. He would be dead. He did get hit in the face. This guy obviously be dead. Never shot at that one. So altogether, this one right here, really budget, rainy day. You can always run the VMAX ammo. So let me go ahead and show you the cost of this ammo here. The VMAX you can buy from Skier, I believe at loyalty level 2 for 184 rubles a shot. You get a limit of 210. And give me 1 second, I'm going to show you guys the ballistics charts for the 300 blackout rounds. Alright guys, so here we go. Here's your ballistics for every 300 blackout round in the game. There are two that are loot only, which is M62 Tracer and 300 blackout AP. So unless you have these, I'm assuming probably not going to run them. Right now, for what you can probably afford, BCP FMJ is really, really good with 60 damage, 30 pin, and a 30% armor damage value. VMAX, also something that is still viable. It is 72 damage with only 20 pin. So it's still something that can get the job done, but if it really comes between VMAX and Whisper, there's not a whole lot going for the VMAX other than the fact that it can pin level 2 no matter what. Whisper has 90 damage and it's got a 14 pin, and you can buy that from Jaeger level 1. This is Skier level 2, and once you get Peacekeeper up to loyalty level 4 or Skier to loyalty level 3, then you can get your BCP FMJ, and this is the top ammo that you'll be able to buy for this gun from traders, which is 300 Blackout CBJ. Comes in at 58 damage, 43 pin, and 57% armor damage. That's everything you guys need to know for 300 Blackout in Escape from Tarkov. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.